Earlier I told you about this particular background and how it's achieved. We're actually going to recreate this background but using different colours. So let's get mixing. This time we're going to use the blue, the gold and the red. So let's go for it. Right, we've got our three colours already opened, so we're just going to get a little bit of the red onto our palette knife and then we just put it onto our non-stick. Just make sure you wipe the palette knife in between, and then we're just going to add a little bit of blue. Let's just reapply the lids there for those two, and then we'll just mix the red and the blue together to achieve a nice purple. Right, so like I say, always mix it straight out of the pots. Don't apply any water just yet. Like so. And like I say, just scrape the actual bottom of the non-stick mat, and that just makes sure that you actually get all of the paste up and mixed. And then when you're happy with the consistency of that, which I think we are about there, we're going to add some water. Right, we're just going to add a little bit of water now, so we're just going to put that on there, and we're just going to give that a little bit of mix, like so. Right, let's just move that aside, and now we just want to wipe clean our palette knife there, so let's go for that. Okay, and then we just want a little bit of the gold. So again, just apply that. This time we want to go straight in with the water because we're not going to mix that with any other colour. It's just the pure gold itself. So just give that a good mix with our palette knife. Okay, once we're happy with that, we can then just clean our palette knife off like so, and just put it aside for the moment. Right, we're now going to get another non-stick mat, and we'll probably need to apply a little bit more water because this stuff does dry fairly quickly in actual fact. And then just going to give it a mix there, and then we're just going to basically just brush it on to our non-stick mat. Doesn't matter really what it looks like, you know, it's rather a nice unique finish that we're after, so straight lines are out of the window in this instance, just like so. Now you may want to actually clean your brush in between. I'm just going to literally just wipe that on a cloth, but it's probably recommended that you do actually go in there and give it a proper clean. There we go. So we're just going to dot a little bit of colour around there, like so. So you always go larger than what you actually need, like so. Right, we're just going to get a little bit of a mister going on here, and that's just to get some water, some extra water into that solution, because like I say, it does dry quite quickly. Right, now we're just going to put a sheet of paper actually over that, and then we're just going to, as you can see, it's actually coming out to the end of the mat, and I'm actually putting it on the back. Don't worry about that if that does happen. So just get an even pressure over the whole lot. Just rub the other way as well. Like I say, it's not an art to this, it's basically like a fun image just to see how it's actually going to come out. But it should create a nice beautiful backing paper eventually. So let's just peel that one off, and there's the sort of the look. We've got there a little bit of gold mixed in with our purple, so we're just going to let that one dry. There is quite a lot of water content in that one, so it's going to take a little bit of time to dry, probably more than the normal 10 minutes that we apply. If you want a bit more gold, then you can by all means go in and do that. So we'll just add a little bit more gold onto our mat. Like I said, there's no art to this at all. It's a completely random sort of a background, which is great. So there we go. And you can see we've achieved a unique colour mix going on there. It's sort of almost like an antique gold. So just brush that, just add a little bit more mist or water to that, and then we'll go in the opposite direction this time. So the brush strokes are going this way, and now we're going to make them go this way. So we'll just turn that 90 degrees the paper this time, and again we'll just brush over with your fingers on that side, and hopefully we're going to pick up some of that gold, but going in the opposite direction. And then just peel that one up like so. As you can see, we've got the grain going the other way as well. And now it's just a case of letting that dry and coming back to it when it is dry. So basically when the paper is not as floppy as it is now, then we should know it's dry. Right, and here's our finished piece. We've let this dry for about 25 minutes, and you can see there's just a little bit of a sheen going on there with the gold. So again, just using a piece of kitchen cloth, just make yourself a little pad there, and then just simply buff over the paper, and like before, you're going to get a certain amount that actually comes off onto the cloth, but don't worry about that. Just keep on buffing there just to create your unique background. The more you buff, the more it's going to shine. And then when you're happy with the finish, you can just cut that down and then stick that to another sheet of paper, and it's going to make it lie a little bit flatter than it is at the moment. So at the end of the day, this is the sort of card you can actually make using that particular technique to create your own background.